Welcome! Today I'm going to talk about the importance of content governance and mapping out the future of your website. We have exciting plans for the redesign of your college website, but what's more exciting is the simple and easy plan we have for the content governance of your site. Having a concrete plan in place will be vital so you'll know how and who will handle upkeep of the site after the initial week, initial month, and initial year. After our setup, you'll need to ask yourself who will create the content. How will it be kept up to date? What is the life cycle of the different kinds of content? What is the process for review? And how often will the content be reviewed? There needs to be a plan in place to address these and to address day-to-day process for creating, maintaining, and cleaning up content. We'll also address long-term goals such as system updates or new capabilities. We'd like to show you the minimalist approach to content governance. It has 4 phases: request, create, manage, retire. In the request phase, it will be important to understand and identify required ownership. This will create accountability and make it possible to track content by ensuring both an individual and their group are associated with the correct content. For example, on the Bates College website, the alumni can claim ownership over the alumni page, faculty over their respective subjects, or the librarian over the library page. So how will we go about this? Well, we will teach you how to apply metadata, which will indicate the owner that has responsibility for the content. A policy will need to be established to determine the business purpose of the content. This is valuable in eliminating irrelevant requests because people are not likely to spend request resources if there is no real need. This step could be accomplished by setting up a simple request form that flows to the proper management channel. Assessing the resources needed is key to successful execution. This includes having enough staff that is trained, qualified, and educated. Making sure they have necessary skills and available time will also need to be figured out ahead of time. Determining what resources will be needed can be accomplished with the request form from the last step. Again, this will cause a stop and think effect. People will stop to really think about the commitment needed to execute their project and only submit legit ideas. This stage can serve as a formal commitment. It will guarantee the resources will be available when needed, but it will also ensure follow-through by the requesting party. And finally, in the request phase, we will need to set up a basis in which to measure success. In determining the success rate, you will need to decide if you want to continue the project, alter it, or drop it altogether. Having an established criteria will make it easier to see if the intended goal was reached. Why is this helpful? It will help ensure content does not stay past its shelf life, cluttering the site with old content no one is accessing anymore. This could be accomplished with a review system. It could be as simple as a checklist, or it could be a detailed guideline which evaluates the site's content. Here we have 2 factors to determine. You will need to determine who has access to what, and you will need to assign workflow. You will want certain content being visible to certain people. For example, registered students may have additional access to the website that the average user will not. They will gain the extra access by entering their email and password. Faculty may also have a portion of the website that is exclusive to them. Once you determine access, we will help you with the technology aspect of it. We can create specialized settings, advanced features, and default security elements within the system. We highly suggest to our clients that they assign workflow. This will avoid confusion down the road and ensure that content aligns with management, legal, and editorial requirements. Each company is different and each have their own preference, so we will work closely with you to determine what works best for your needs. Once the content is up and running, the manage phase will focus on updating the content and the metadata associated with it. To provide the best experience for users of college websites, timely content, accurate content, and updated content will leave a better impression than sloppy, irrelevant information. For example, managing current faculty lists and phone numbers, and removing professors who have left. Updating calendars to keep current events, and rotating photographs to keep them current and timely. A schedule should be established as to how often this kind of maintenance should be done on the website. In the end, it will provide users with a better experience when browsing and searching for content. The last phase is retire. We don't want content that is no longer useful lingering on the website. The website will become overwhelming with too much content and it will lessen the quality of the site in general. In the retire phase, content will be archived or removed. Again, once we establish guidelines for you on how you would like to handle the specifics of this, we will create a more detailed plan to follow. We look forward to implementing this plan with you in the near future.